Caitlin Clark's return, lads. Caitlin Clark's return. On ABC, nationally televised game.
Guys, Caitlin Clark is officially back, okay, for the Indiana Fever. Guys, the Indiana Fever just gave the freaking New York Liberty their first L. Their first L of the season. I was wondering, I'm like, who is going...
Caitlin Clark just casually lit up the scoreboard with 32 points, treating it like spare change. And who took the hit? None other than the previously undefeated New York Liberty. That's right, the Indiana Fever came out swinging. It was a basketball game where Clark's personal vendetta in motion. Either way, she delivered fire, flair, and a masterclass in domination. This wasn't just a win. It was a full-blown spectacle, and Clark didn't just star in it. She was the entire show.
Back again. Caitlin's back. Tell Caitlin Clark Kent back in action. Where do I even start? 32 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks, 7 threes, 11 for 20 in only 31 minutes of basketball. The Indiana Fever say, come on, New York. Come on. Somebody's got to give you this first L, and I guess it's going to be...
Caitlin Clark didn't just step onto the court. She stormed in with sniper vision, a cannon for an arm, and a blatant disregard for the laws of physics. She was pulling up from 30 feet like it was a layup. No, scratch that. More like 30 yards. Honestly, someone should check if she's been training with an NFL team, because those shots came from another zip code. And these weren't wild prayers from deep. They were calculated strikes, delivered with precision and zero remorse. Just pure, unfiltered dominance.
That's how you feel, Caitlin, after missing 4 games from a quad injury. That's how you feel when you come back. What the hell did we just watch? Caitlin Clark in her absolute Birkin, able to get her team a victory over the undefeated New York Liberty. Let's talk about it. So as I discussed before, Caitlin Clark, this is her first game back in 4 or 5 games after dealing with the quad injury. And she did not disappoint. Came out with 32 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, almost a triple-double. But 7 3-pointers, y'all. And she was hitting them from 40 feet. Like, she was literally shooting from...
32 points. Let that sink in. That wasn't just a basketball performance. It was a one-woman Broadway show playing to a packed house, with every scene ending in a perfect swish. She tied her career high in threes and made it look routine. Blink, and she's already pulling up from the logo like it's part of her pre-game stretch. Meanwhile, the Liberty, once the unbeaten pride of the WNBA, looked less like contenders and more like unwilling extras in the Caitlin Clark show.
Most elite performances we have ever seen from Caitlin Clark. Now, I gotta remind everybody about this. Caitlin Clark is coming off an injury, bro. What we seen today was greatness. This was similar to the Michael Jordan flu game. I mean, it's up there type deal, bro. Caitlin Clark just handed the New York Liberty the ass whooping of a lifetime. And what's crazy about all of this is that the referees couldn't even save them. See, last time the referees was able to save New York and they walked away with...
And somewhere else in that same arena, maybe not galaxies away, but it felt like it. Angel Reese was doing her thing. Satching rebounds like she's stocking up for winter, responding with flair, flipping the ball like she's unbothered. 10 boards, 4 points, and enough posing to land a modeling deal. But ask her. She's still the main attraction, the crown jewel, the headline act, no matter what the scoreboard says.
Clark is back in the WNBA today, and I could not be happier. And to start off the game with the New York Liberty, she is putting on a show. First clip we're going to watch here is Sabrina Ionescu missing a 3 because she wants to be Caitlin and she just isn't. And look at this dime of a pass. Oh my gosh, can you just be a quarterback already? But then it gets better. Caitlin goes on a 9-0 run by herself within the span of 50 seconds.
Angel Reese says she's the face of the league. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark just lit up the court like a 4th of July finale. But Angel's still reminding everyone she brings the flavor. She grabbed 10 rebounds, hustling hard, no doubt. But her shot chart told a different story. Miss after miss under the rim, tossing up bricks like she's building something. And while Clark's launching threes from the logo, Reese is chasing boards and striking poses like she's starring in a highlight reel that never quite lands. Yes, people are watching. Reese isn't wrong about that. But the real question is, are they here for the buckets or the drum?
88, we finally hit triple digits thanks to CC22 Caitlin Clark. Folks, 3 threes in 38 seconds in the first half. Caitlin Clark hit 3 logo bombs, by the way. 3 logo bombs in 38 seconds. This was the Caitlin Clark we all said, oh, she's different. She's sent from outer space. The Caitlin Clark that we saw today was the Caitlin Clark that we were accustomed to seeing.
There's a big difference between being talked about and being watched. Caitlin Clark is watched. Every possession, every shot, every step past half court. Defenders tense up, crowds lean in, and the energy shifts. Angel Reese. She's in the conversation. For the poses, the scowls, and a rivalry that feels increasingly one-sided. Rebounds and attitude don't equal superstardom. The scoreboard still matters. Clark didn't just show up, she took over. No stat padding, just statement making. While Angel missed layups and preached importance, Caitlin dropped logo threes that silenced an undefeated Liberty team. She's figured it out now. The passes are cleaner, the reads quicker, the shots ridiculous. Every launch feels like a moment. That's not hype. That's star power.
Caitlin Clark putting another game together that proves that she is the reason why people are watching the WNBA. And definitely not because of Angel Reese. In her very first game back from injury, she puts up 32, 8, and 9. Okay? Super close to a triple-double on over 50% shooting from the field and 50% shooting from the three-point line. And not only did she have a great performance, but she also led her team to a 14-point victory, so not even a close game, against a team that was previously undefeated and arguably the best team in the WNBA on her first game.
Angel Reese can hit a shot and the crowd barely looks up. That's not superstardom. That's background noise. Caitlin Clark, she's got quiet swagger. Drops a deep three, jogs back like she's already on to the next play. Reese brings the bravado, but the numbers aren't backing it. You can't flex your way out of single digits. Caitlin's game speaks loud. She's breaking rookie records, boosting viewership, and pulling Indiana out of the basement. Her passes are sharp, her shot is deadly, and her presence magnetic. Meanwhile, Angel's running a top-tier PR campaign the scoreboard hasn't heard of. She's rebounding, sure, but the shot's not falling, and the gap is only getting wider.
Is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, we need more out of you. Now I'm scrolling through Twitter, doing my thing. You guys know how I do. Got the air breezing through my hair in those Twitter streets. I do. And I take a look and I see something that catches my attention. The Chicago Sky make a request to Angel Reese amid losing streak. Interesting. What is this request? Let's
stop pretending this is a rivalry. It's not Allie versus Frazier. It's Caitlin Clark versus herself. Her only real competition is her own ceiling, and she keeps raising it. She's not just setting the bar, she's launching off it. Angel Reese, still on the ground floor, piling up rebounds and headlines, but not wins. The constant, it's not just Caitlin talk is starting to sound like background noise, loud, but not convincing. Caitlin didn't ask to be the face of the WNBA. She earned it, play by play, game by game. Even when Indiana lost, people watched. Now she's winning, dropping 32 after 4 games off and taking down top teams like it's nothing. Reese is good for buzz. Clark is changing the game. That's the difference.
At a very, very high efficiency rate today, 7 for 14 from long distance, shooting 50%. I'm not gonna lie, shooting the three-pointer 14 times is wild in one game. But listen, when you hitting it like that, why not? Lexi Hall, another decent game from her, 14 points, shooting 50% from the field. And then we have Aaliyah Boston with 10 points, 11 boards, and 6 assists. Another almost triple-double for her. Great bounce-back game for Indiana because they have severely been struggling without Caitlin. Child, I know they're happy she back on that floor because they look like a completely different team.
Maligned in history. I feel like it's 1-2 for me. I'm not sure who's first and who's second, but it's pretty clearly Angel Reese and Jesus Christ. How does Angel Reese handle it? If you don't want the criticism, maybe consider what the behavior is. Because is this kind of criticism directed at everybody? Or is this a very special, specific kind of criticism that Angel Reese gets because of specifically the way she comports herself? And if her crown is heavy, maybe BET should stop giving her crowns. For the third straight year, named BET Sportswoman of the Year. I haven't even known who Angel Reese was for 3 years. How the f*** does she have 3 of these?